but it looked like even just the act of lifting his shoulder might have taken every last bit of energy out of him. Henry now slowly getting back to his feet and getting his senses as the referee checks on Jimmy Rave.
The man with the experience of Jimmy Rave does have the instincts of a finely tuned predator. So even though he may not be there, the lights might be on, maybe nobody home, but somewhere deep down within him, he has that instinct, that sixth sense, if you will, to know where he's at all times in the ring.
Rolling over, and Jimmy Rave just sort of drops down to the mat and rolls his way outside the ring to catch a little breather and maybe get some senses back. We're now past the 20-minute mark. This is the longest match of the first round so far, and it's taken its toll on both men, but in particular, Jimmy Rave looked like he was knocked silly by that kick from Henry.
Referee Chris Wiggins administering the count. Jimmy Rave, still not sure he knows exactly where he is. Anthony Henry, eager to get him back in the ring. I think he kind of thinks that Rave may be playing with him here. He gets referee Chris Wiggins to put him back in the ring, and Rave is doing exactly that, rolls him up.
Only a 2 count. Henry able to kick out, but right into that submission move. Jimmy Rave's got him now.
That was so very close. But Jimmy Rave rolls right through with a cross-face submission hold. The end result of From Dusk Till Dawn, one of his signature maneuvers, and he's beaten a lot of people with that.
Look at that, Henry almost made it to the ropes, but Jimmy rolled him over and turned him right back into that, and Anthony Henry taps out.
What a matchup.
Incredible resilience by both men, but Jimmy Rave gets the win by submission. I thought he was knocked out. I thought he lost, but let's take a look at that one more time. Let's take a look at that kick. Just knocked Jimmy Rave silly. Here's from another angle, and I think we've got a third angle. Take a look at the impact of the foot into the face of Jimmy Rave. And as I mentioned, Jimmy landed awkwardly on that shoulder, but not enough to put him away, and Jimmy comes back and gets the submission to advance to the second round. Incredible performance by both men, but Jimmy Rave, the only one of the two that's has a chance to become the winner of this tournament.
Introducing first, weighing in at 209 pounds from Huntsville, Alabama, he is the Marathon Man, Christian
The modern-day Viking Gunner. Man, many say it's the hottest free agent in all of professional wrestling, taking on the man who doesn't train for strength but endurance, the Marathon Man, Christian Haynes.
His nickname is the Marathon Man, but it's not just a nickname, it's a fact. He has competed in several triathlons, and he's completed one Ironman triathlon, and he's currently training for a second. Just to give you an idea, an Ironman triathlon, you have to swim 2.4 miles, then ride a bike for 112 miles, and then run a 26.2 mile marathon. Incredible. And Christian Haynes has done it once and has enjoyed it so much he's going to do it again. He just told Gunner he's going to blow him up. And clearly he's going to look to wear this big man down and use that endurance advantage to his advantage.
Elbow tie up, the power of Gunner, winning early on, pushing Christian Haynes into the corner. And Haynes pie faces Gunner. That's a move that'll get you killed in most bars in America.
You don't want to do that to any man, let alone a former sergeant in the United States Marine Corps, which is what Gunner is. Been a professional wrestler since 2001, trained by Abel Adams out of Western North Carolina, formerly known as Phil Shatter and also Shatter, but rose to fame as Gunner in TNA wrestling.
There's only 2 men in my entire career that I took one look at and said that guy's going to be a world champion. The first one was the phenomenal AJ Styles. The second was Gunner. And I dare say that prophecy is going to come true one day. Now with Gunner being, again, one of the hottest free agents in all of the sport right here. We've seen the tip of the iceberg of what he's capable of on TNA and other programs, but I don't think the wrestling world at large is ready for everything that this man brings to the table.
Now you look at the list of men he's defeated. Samoa Joe, Rob Van Dam, AJ Styles, Bully Ray, James Storm, Too Cold Scorpio, Xavier Woods, a very impressive list. Former NWA Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, former NWA Mid-Atlantic Heritage Champion, and an NWA National Champion. He won that title in 2009 and held it for over 2 years.
That's the all-time record for that championship, besting even the great Tully Blanchard.
Well, we can announce now the tournament organizers have announced the second round matchups. The winner of this match will go on to face Ace Rockwell, and I do want to note Rockwell has faced both men before. He holds a winning record against Christian Haim with two wins and 1 loss. But if Gunner advances, Ace Rockwell has never defeated Gunner in a singles match, and they've had 4. So whoever moves on has experience against Ace Rockwell, so it's a very familiar matchup. But also, beautiful shoulder takedown by Gunner. Now whips across, Haim jumps over, and now crisscross on both sides of the ring.
Now Christian Haim trying to show why he earned the name the Marathon Man, trying to gas out Gunner, which you're not going to do, as Gunner shows right here with a few squats in return.
Yeah, just to show that he's no slouch, he's doing some air squats while Haim's running around the ring.
Gunner looks like a big, powerful man, and he is, but the scary thing is he's a finely tuned mat wrestler as well. He has gone 45 minutes to an hour with many of the greats in the region. Big clothesline by Gunner, taking Christian Haim off his feet.
He just outsmarted Haim. He told Haim they were going to do another crisscross, but as soon as Haim took off to the ropes, Gunner just followed him in from behind and took him down with that clothesline, and now rams his head into the turnbuckle. Now he's going to take for a big hip toss across the ring. Goes for a quick cover. Only gets a 1 count.
Haim uses a lot of chicanery as part of his offensive game and defensive game, and that's been successful for him. He earned an early reputation in his career as a crazy high flyer, but an almost life-ending injury changed his style quite a bit. Look, there you see the power on display by Gunner, holding him white.
The fans counting along now. 10, 15 seconds he's held them up.
Drops it down. I was about to ask how long it had been. Thankful the fans were right there to let us know.
Luckily, someone's keeping time for us. I know Larry Goodman's out in the crowd, so I'm sure he's keeping time. But talk about Christian Haim. He holds victories over A.R. Fox, Ricochet, and Tracy Smothers. 3 very well-respected, well-known wrestlers, and Haim has beaten them all. And now Haim just holding on for dear life.
Gunner had him hooked there for the power bomb, and that's no ordinary power bomb. He puts what they call a little bit of stank on it. That's the PTSD power bomb, and he drives opponents through the mat with that thing. And Christian Haim knew it was coming and held onto that leg for dear life. He wasn't going anywhere.
And that just shows you the degree to which the combatants in this tournament have scouted their first-round opponents. I mentioned earlier, we know the second-round matchup. We talked the winner of this match will face Ace Rockwell. Also, we're going to see an incredible match as Congo Kong faces Moose. Also, you're going to see Jimmy Rave against Gunnar Miller, and you're going to see Corey Hollis against Jason Collins. Those are your second-round matchups. Those will take place on day 2, and if you're watching this at home, on disc 2 of the Scenic City Invitation.
Gunner slams the head of Christian Haim into the ring apron. This fight going out on the outside of the ring right now. Gunner has Haim draped over the ring, the barricade actually, and is just hammering away, much to the delight of the fans in the front row.
I didn't think they figured they'd get such an up-close view of the action, but Haim just shoved Gunner into that post that's holding this whole building up. Thank goodness he didn't take it down.
And a man his size, it's a very good thing that the foundation isn't cracking on us now. Haim up on the apron, measuring Gunner here. And not afraid to go to the high rate district every now and again, not afraid to do something wild and crazy, but he's certainly more calculated than he was early in his career. He knows exactly when, and just a running kick to the face, nothing high risk about that.
Dan, you just made me think he was going to do some crazy flipping thing, and he just kicks him. You big tease.
I've been called worse.
Whatever he did, it worked. Because look at Gunner now. Gunner in trouble out on the floor as Haim rolls in to break up the count, then comes back out and just throws Gunner back in. I thought he was going to do some more damage on the floor, but Haim wants him in the ring. I think he realizes when you've got a man the size of Gunner down, you cannot stall, you cannot wait. You need to get in the ring and get on him. Of course, he just bit him. That's a high-flying maneuver, too.
He learned his lesson the hard way. I mentioned earlier, he suffered a near life-threatening injury at Combat Zone Wrestling when a high-risk maneuver went awry and he landed on his head. He spent hours in the emergency room and many months out of the sport of professional wrestling. When he came back to change his entire game plan, the Marathon Man was born. He started training for long endurance matches, and this is the type of thing that he does. He's not so much the high flyer anymore, but now a man who will take any advantage at any turn.
And that's what you have to do to be a successful professional wrestler. You have to adapt and grow. You look at the career trajectory of most wrestlers, they achieve their most success after they've been in about 10 years, because that's when the experience and knowledge catches up with their physical gifts. And Haim has been wrestling just over that mark, and so has Gunner. So both men are pretty much close to their physical prime and their in-ring peak as a professional wrestler.
Gunner with an Irish whip, goes to the back body drop, but telegraphed it, and Haim was right there with a spinning neck breaker. Beautifully executed, hooks the leg, but Gunner kicks out.
Gunner kicks out of that one. Our referee for this match, Brandon Bailey. Our referees for night one are Brandon Bailey, who's considered one of the best in the Chattanooga area. Chris Wiggins, who's considered one of the best referees in Augusta. And also our third referee, Graham Long, out of Nashville, very highly regarded there. So not only is this tournament feature some of the best wrestlers around, but these referees have been hand-picked for their abilities inside the squared circle.
It is the Scenic City Invatational. Christian Haim follows with a big left hand to Gunner, actually.
Gunner now out and down on his knees and in a lot of trouble. And Christian Haim has really taken it. Oh, he just slapped him in the face. Just pie-faced him again. He's just mocking the big man. And now look at what you've done, Christian Haim. Oh, no, able to get out of it. But exchanging blows, Gunner now comes off the ropes. Heyman right behind him.
Christian Haim, single-legged drop kick to the face. Hooks the leg, but Gunner kicks out yet again.
So far, Haim has outsmarted and outmaneuvered Gunner at almost every turn. And Gunner now in trouble in the middle of the ring while Haim gloating outside the ring. What's he going for now? What's he looking for?
Christian Haim looking for some sort of foreign object, I do believe, which is really disappointing considering what the fans paid to see in this tournament. It's supposed to be the best wrestlers from the South. This is a chance for our entire region to make a name for ourselves, where we're often overlooked and we're often overshot. But now Christian Haim, there's a chair in the middle of the ring. What is he doing?
There's a chair in the ring. Referee Brandon Bailey giving it a little leeway here, considering the importance of this tournament. But I really don't think he's got it set up wedged in the corner there, but I don't think he's able to use it. If he uses it, he's probably going to get disqualified. So I don't understand the logic and the point, but Haim now just getting right back on Gunner and staying on top of it.
Christian Haim, the southpaw, pounding on Gunner in the corner. Gunner can take a lot of abuse.
Going to whip him across into that chair, but no, Gunner stops him, rolls him up. Only gets a 2, though. Now, gonna pick him up for a big slingshot suplex. Doesn't really get him, but able to power him up and over and down.
And Christian Haim kicks out. Gunner didn't get the slingshot that he wanted, but he certainly got the suplex part right.
Perhaps if he had gotten that slingshot, the additional impact of that would have been able to give him the victory, but instead just has to settle for a 2 count. Now Haim fighting Gunner off, got him in the corner, hitting him with some beautiful kicks.
Christian Haim, snapmare takeover. Off the ropes he goes, drop kick to the face.
I don't even understand why he needs that chair. He's got all the tools. Look at how he's doing in this match so far. You don't need a chair. You don't need to cheat. You've got Gunner right where you want him.
Christian Haim with a Cobra clutch. The Shinnomaki locked in there. Gunner trying to find a way to break it. That's another one of those moves where you use your opponent's own body against them.
A leverage hold by Haim now, and Gunner slowly though trying to get back up to his feet. He's up, he's got on one foot, now he's up on both feet, now fighting his way out of that with some forearms, but Haim quickly grabs a headlock. Gunner rips him across.
Double noggins knocked in the middle of the ring and both men go down. That was a head-on collision.
Incredible impact felt by both men as they're both down in the middle of the ring. Our referee now counting both men down. That you notice that chair is still wedged in the corner.
An ominous sight, to be quite honest, as it sits there. Both of these men, the match has continued, the fight has continued. I think Christian Haim is quite aware that it's there. I don't know that Gunner necessarily is.
Yeah, perhaps out of sight, out of mind, but now Gunner just fighting for dear life with every blow. Now finally getting several forms in a row, and Christian Haim with a knee to the midsection stops the momentum of Gunner.
Fires Gunner into the corner, but Gunner comes bouncing right back with a clothesline and a back elbow. Gunner has Christian Haim, shoots him off once more. Gunner's following suit, the modern day Viking with a running knee into the corner.
Haim now in big trouble. Oh, but fighting out of that, comes across, but oh, Gunner with a huge knee, taking Christian Haim down and stopping his momentum.
Big high knee and the often forgotten athleticism of Gunner on display there. He's got Haim hooked, going for the PTSD. Haim again knows it and shoves Gunner into the corner, goes for a clothesline. Gunner ducks, Uranagi, hook the leg, and he kicks out yet again.
Haim able to kick out. There's one spot left in the second round of this tournament, and both these men are going to do whatever it takes to get there.
Gunner to prove that he is what he says he is, and what we've mentioned once more, the hottest free agent in professional wrestling. Haim to get a victory over a man of that caliber, to add to his win-loss record, to add to his credentials, and he's doing just that here as he is bringing his A game against Gunner, the modern-day Viking.
And this would be an upset, but we've seen upsets in the first round already. Jason Collins with a big upset, and some might say Gunnar Miller with an upset as well. Could this be the third one? Oh, Gunnar kicks out at the last possible second.
Christian Haim with a double stomp to the back of the head as Gunnar not on the mat, but dangling in between the second rope and the top rope. And still not enough to put this man away.
Gunnar very slow to get up. Haim back up to his feet, but Haim needs to capitalize. Oh, here we go. Looks like he's gonna go up to the second rope, waiting for Gunnar now to get back up to his feet. Haim wants to finish him off right here and now. Comes off.
Gunnar catches him midair with a spine buster. And Christian Haim kicked out.
Spinebuster almost had him, but Haim able to kick out at the last possible second. We're about the 15-minute mark of this match, making this one of the longer first-round matches. Longest so far was Jimmy Rave at about 21 minutes, but this one, it's definitely taking a toll on both men, and they're going to need that endurance to come back tomorrow and have to wrestle twice if they want to win this tournament. They have to wrestle 2 more times tomorrow night. Gunnar charges it. Oh, hits that chair.
And he kicks out, but barely. And if that was Christian Haim's game plan, then it went awry there, I think, because Gunnar kicked out, but he goes for the cover again, wasting no time. Gunnar again kicks out, and I still don't know that Brandon Bailey has noticed the positioning of the chair.
Yeah, I think it's been there so long, I think he forgot about it, just like you almost did. Now, Haim, you can see getting frustrated, banging on the mat. I think he really thought he had this all mapped out, and that was his plan. And when it didn't work, I don't know, if he quite knows what to do next. But now he's going to go up top and allowing Gunnar time to get back to his feet. Gunnar charges in, stops him, chops him. Stops him, chops him.
Don't stop and chop, one chop, stop. Gunnar going for the superplex. Christian Haim blocking it, knowing the kind of trouble he'd be in. If that connected and Christian Haim just drapes Gunner down throat first on the top rope, and now going back up here. What's this going to be? Christian Haim goes for the 450 splash, and Gunner is out of the way. Haim ate it.
Yeah, just barely missed that, but now there it is, the PTSD 3 count. Gunner with the win. Gunner with the big victory over Christian Haim in a tremendous back and forth match, but Gunner is your 8th and final winner of the first round matches here at the Scenic City Invitational. Let's take a look at this one more time.
What a night round one was, capped off right here with the modern day Viking and one of the nastiest power bombs in the sport, PTSD, and Gunner is going to round 2.
First round incredible, second round's gonna be even bigger.